Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. We are not out on the Hunter Call the Wild, but we are out here, and I'm going to be doing none other than ranking every single map in the game, and we're gonna head right into it. So as you can see, all the maps are right here. We have all of them in order from the time that they were released to, the first map to Ski Ridge. And we're going to start with the first map to ever come out, which is Layton Lakes. Now, I feel that Layton Lakes is one of those maps where it's super nostalgic and it's super good, but it's also not the best map. It is really great if you like grinding for moose and or whitetail, but it is not my favorite map, so it's not going to go in S tier. But I feel like C tier is too low. So I feel like maybe a high B tier, low A tier would be a good spot for it. So I have decided to put it in B tier, but now I would just like to clarify that this is a high B tier. This isn't like a low B tier close to C. It is a B tier, a little bit higher, closer to A. Now the next map is of course none other than the great map of Hirschfelden. I have never once in my life pulled a trophy off of Hirschfelden. It is so thick there, but it is, back when I used to play on PlayStation, I had no DLCs for like the first 2 months of playing the game, so it was like one of those maps that I just played around on a ton. So I'm gonna have to give it, I feel like D tier is too low. C tier might be the perfect spot for it. It's just the map is just so thick that I feel it's just not gonna work too well to get trophies, and it's just, it's very hard to think about. I think I want to put it up in C tier here. It might just be the best option for it. Medved-Taiga. This is one of those maps where I feel like it's really good for moose as well. Now, I personally have pulled one moose great one off of Medved so far, and it was good because there's no floaters on that map because everything is ice. It's very cold there. One thing I definitely don't like about it is just the fact that you get attacked by wolves 24/7. But that can also happen on Ski Ridge and a whole bunch of other maps, so I feel like we shouldn't downgrade Medved for that, because we're just going to downgrade every map, and that's just not the way I want things to do. So we're going to just leave that be. Medved's really good for hunting drink zones, because you can just honestly run across the lake. Like, it's got that big lake where you can just run around, and it's super wide open. Plus, it's kind of got those beginner stories, so I feel like that's really good. So, I'm honestly getting a feeling that I might place Medved around that B tier area, like lower than Layton Lakes, but I feel like we're gonna give it that B tier. So, right around there seems like a good spot for it. It's just not better than Layton in my opinion, but it's better than Hirschfelden. So that's where it's gonna go. Verhonga Savannah. This map is so good. It's so nice for finding trophies. It's got some of the easiest diamonds in the game. It's got lions, which are a blast to hunt. You never hunt lions, you should definitely go out and do that sometime. Wildebeest, blue wildebeest are some of the easiest diamonds. The female gemsbok are also extremely easy to get diamonds of. There is no way that you would not find one. If you just spend lots of time hunting on Verhonga Savannah, you're eventually gonna find something. So it's super fun. There is a ton to do on that map, and since it was one of the first maps, and it was like, in my opinion, this map was like way ahead of its time. It is extremely fun to hunt on, and I would highly recommend it. So for those reasons, I'm gonna give Verhonga Savannah the first A tier of the video. S tier is kind of reserved for some of my more nostalgic, more favorite maps, like Hirschfelden. Just kidding, you thought. Next up on the list, we have Parque Fernando. Now, this map is not terrible. Parque Fernando is not one of those maps that I think is better than Medved. If I'm going to be completely honest, it's better than Hirschfelden, but not as good as Medved. So it's probably going to go around here, but I'm going to tell you exactly why. It has a couple of species that can be on that map. Now, this map can actually have axis deer, black buck, mule deer, puma, water buffalo, and cinnamon teal. So it's got 6 animals that you can go and hunt. Now, let's really just sit here and think about this. Pumas, or I guess it's mountain lions. Don't know why I didn't think about that straight. I think I might be an idiot. So mountain lions, you can also hunt on Silver Ridge Peaks. And in my opinion, Silver Ridge Peaks is a way better map for them. Water buffalo. I mean, water buffalo, any form of buffalo is going to be fun to hunt, so that kind of boosted score. A ski ridge is way better for mule deer. Never hunted black buck. It might be better than Sundar Patan. I don't really know. Axis deer, cinnamon teal. Axis deer, there's some better maps, and cinnamon teal, I think they are on some other maps that might be better as well. So if I'm gonna be completely honest, Parque Fernando is gonna be that map. It's gonna go better than Hirschfelden. Nothing beats Hirschfelden. Or nothing's worse than Hirschfelden. Just kidding. There is actually I think like 3 maps that are worse than Hirschfelden. Now that I think about it, we might just move Hirschfelden down to D tier. That might just be the better choice. So yeah, that's what we got so far. Next up, we have Yukon Valley. Now, Yukon is extremely fun. I recently just went around and hunted and found a diamond wolf and a diamond plains bison. So I was extremely excited about that. And it is, when you go to the right places, it is extremely wide open. You're not going to find yourself stuck in too many trees too often. And a lot of the water is decently wide open. Like, you're going to be able to see some the animals as you're running up. It's not like Hirschfelden where you literally can't see anything and you're going to spook everything. Yukon also comes with the 300 bolt action, which was an amazing rifle right before the 300 AR came out. So I am going to say that Yukon is an extremely good map, and I definitely think it's a recommended map for everyone. However, I just don't know. It's better than Medved in my opinion. I think Yukon's gonna go right here. In between Medved and Layton, Yukon's gonna go right there in my opinion. It's super nice, and I really like it, and I think that it's gonna be one of those maps that are just really good. Next up, we have Quattro Colinas, and this map has some amazing diamond potential that you can get. It has all the ibex species, the only map you can get those species, and that's like the only good thing I can think of about it. I mean, it's got some other cool species too, but the ibex are just so easy to find diamonds for, which is absolutely amazing. I have also heard that this map is extremely decent for red deer grinding, and I've also heard from some people that it is decent for the pheasant grind. So, you know, if you don't want to get South Recent Park, but you already have Quattro, maybe you can do your pheasant grind there. And if you don't have Awaroa, you can potentially even do your red deer grind in Quattro, which I actually think I might do because I already have fallow deer and tar set up there. So I think I'm gonna put Quattro probably like right behind Parquet, maybe in front of Parquet, the Parquet. Alright, so the next map we have is none other than Silver Ridge Peaks. This map is where I got some of my first diamonds. Plains bison, that's about it. Got a diamond plains bison at level 4 diamond plains bison on back on PlayStation. It was one of my first diamonds. This is a great black bear grinding map. I have pulled 2 great one black bears off of this map, and it's wide open. Definitely gonna recommend this, and I actually think that Silver Ridge Peaks is going to be getting the first S tier of the video. Potentially. Maybe not. Actually, you know what? I think it's actually gonna get slightly above Verhonga Savannah, but it's not the it's not the S tier that we're looking for. If you know what I mean. There are some better maps in my opinion. Alright, so next up we have Awaroa National Park. This map was the map where my grinding obsession started. I started a fallow grind on Awaroa, and now I love it so much. This map actually has 3 great one species that it's the best for. Fallow on Awaroa is perfect. Fallow or red deer on Awaroa is also perfect, and tar on Awaroa, in my opinion, is the best map for tar. It just makes it the best grinding map. This is one of those maps that either, if you're a grinder, you're gonna love it. If you're not, you might not, because I think it only has like less than 10 species, and now with new maps coming out like a ski ridge that have 19 species, it's a little under par. But Awaroa is still probably the best grinding map, which is a majority of what I do in this game. So because of that, I think I'm gonna give Awaroa the S tier. Now, some people might hate me for that one, but it's my favorite grinding map now. So it is what it is. You're gonna deal with it. Okay, deal with it. Next up, we have Rancho del Arroyo. This map might actually be worse than Hirschfelden. Not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of this map. I extremely dislike it. I think I went hunting on it a couple times on PlayStation and shot nothing. Now, of course, I wasn't as experienced as I am now, but I'm not a big fan of it. So I think it's gonna get the D tier. Worse than Hirschfelden. I'm not a big fan of Rancho. Well, maybe not. Okay, no, it's better than Hirschfelden. Nothing's worse than Hirschfelden. So yeah, Rancho, it's gonna get that D tier right there. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Next up on the list is Mississippi Acres. This map is not terrible. It's got alligators, it's got some other stuff. That's about it though. It's not very good for grinding. Super thick, lots of water. The alligators scare all the other animals away, and it's just I feel like Mississippi is gonna get that C tier, so it's better than Rancho, but it's gonna get that C tier right there. It's just the way it is. Next up, we have an amazing map I absolutely love. Revontuli Coast. Let's go. I found a melanistic moose, a diamond Eurasian lynx, 3 great one whitetail, and an absolutely insane amount of whitetail diamonds on this map from the great one grinding. This map is, in my opinion, the best map for the whitetail grind. I would 100% recommend doing it here. Layton's also a great choice. A ski ridge is also not a terrible choice. However, Revontuli Coast has the most amount, I think. It has a lot of class 1 species. So it is, you can really just set up and you can really just bring a shotgun and just go blast it. Bird species, it's kind of much a capercaillie, whole bunch of ptarmigan. I'm gonna rule out S tier because it doesn't have as many great one grinding options as Awaroa. So we're ruling out S tier, and we're gonna rule out A tier. But I think it's gonna get that high B tier. So this might actually be better than Layton Lakes, just because it is better for the whitetail grinding, in my opinion. Just because of how much more wide open it is. Next up, we actually have none other than New England Mountains. This is basically a direct copy of Hirschfelden, but it's better because it has some wide openness. It's got gray fox, raccoons, it does got pheasants, whitetail and moose. Like this map came out with the release of the moose gray one, I'm pretty sure. And it was described as a grinder's paradise, but that's just not what it is. It is terrible. So for that, I'm gonna give it probably that upper B tier. Better than Rancho, but it's gonna get that upper D tier. The next map that we have is the first map I ever got, Emerald Coast. This was the first DLC that I ever got, believe it or not. And that may shock you, but it was. And that's how I got my first diamond. It was Diamond Crocodile. So this map is extremely nostalgic. I love this map so much. It's got some in-space species like kangaroo, bantang, which are my favorite species to hunt. Saltwater crocodile. It's got red fox. It's got a whole bunch more, sandbar deer, axis deer, hog deer, whole bunch of other animals. And that is why I'm giving Emerald Coast the top spot. Emerald Coast, sitting above Awaroa in that S tier spot. Which actually, I think what we're going to do is move Awaroa down. Awaroa is going to go down to that A tier. I feel like S tier should be a little bit harder to get. It shouldn't be this easy. It's just not that good. It's got to be harder to get this S tier spot than it is for Awaroa. The next map that we have is Sundar Patan. Now this map is amazing. Came out with the release of the Tar Great One, which I like. Good map for Tar. Second best. Also the worst. Tigers. Tigers are beautiful. Got the wild yak. Got the water buffalo, I think. If I'm wrong, correct me. It's all around. This map is amazing. It's from what I've seen and from what I've done, this map is so much fun. Had a blast hunting it for the first time. It was amazing and would do it again. So for that, Sundar Patan is going to get Sundar Patan. It's gonna get that F tier. Just kidding. I think it's gonna get that A tier just buying for Honga for Savannah. I'm moving Medved down. Had to do it. Sorry. We have to do it. And Mississippi might be going down to that D tier spot. Bringing Hirschfelden down to an F tier. Not what I wanted to see from Hirschfelden, but this is the way it's gotta be. We are coming down to the final two maps. Southwestern Park and a ski ridge. I have pulled one pheasant great one off of Southwestern Park so far, and I cannot express how fun Southwestern Park is. Especially since you need like 3 weapons. I mean, you only need one really. All you gotta do is carry the new 22 Magnum, and you're set. That's all. That's all you need. And you can just carry a whole bunch of collars. Like this map, such lightweight loadouts that you can create, and I just love that reason. I love this map for that reason. So for that, Southwestern Park is going to be eating. You know what? I'm gonna put it at that B tier, right above Yukon Valley. So that way, you know, it's better than Yukon, but Leighton Lake just has that nostalgia factor that makes it better than Southwestern. But Revontuli is better than Whitetail Grind. So that's the way it's gonna be for now. This map was just recently released. It is amazing. The Mule Deer Grind was awesome. The Mule Deer Great Ones look awesome. I've heard it's good for Whitetail Grinding. I've heard it's okay for Moose Grinding. I've never heard anything about Blackbird Grinding. I've never heard anything about Pheasant Grinding. But this map is amazing. It's got such good hunting space. Got the rivers. Got the beavers. It is amazing. You can take out your revenge on the beavers. And I love this map. And I cannot express how much I would suggest that you get this map and you hunt it day in, day out. I've spent so many hours on this map that it's like literally undescribable. A ski ridge is getting the S tier. It is way better than Emerald Coast. This is our final look at what my rankings for the maps are. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Discord link is in the description. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.